Hey, I don't have much memory left in my micro SD card in this tablet, but I just wanted to give you an update of the severity, how serious this storm moving into the United States is right now. This is an unprecedented storm. They said we've never seen anything like this since they've been keeping records since 1851. From what I hear, the official documentation says that it's the worst storm to hit the United States since 1969, and the worst storm to hit this particular area along the northwestern coast of Florida and the Florida Panhandle along the Gulf Coast in over 100 years, since 1891, I believe. So this is a serious situation, and they stated that over 6,000 people in southern Georgia, and moving all the way up to, this storm goes all the way up to 108 miles from the Tennessee border, from the Tennessee border. So this is an unprecedented storm to reach this far. They said they told the people of Georgia that it was coming. Most of them were just like, "Nah, we've heard this before, or we've heard of all these bad storms." They didn't believe that it would hit their area, and boom, it hit their area. And they said when you're talking about a hurricane-force storm in Atlanta, Georgia, and making it all the way up to the Tennessee border and going along East Tennessee, just narrowly missing the state of Tennessee, going up through the Carolinas and into Virginia and all of those areas. When you have a storm, a hurricane of a Category 4 and Category 3 in Atlanta, Georgia, that's a big deal. Now, they're talking about this storm, Michael, moving through Georgia right now with all the life-threatening damage. It was unprecedented. The amount of damage, and not just structural damage, but one person's home wiped away with them in it. They don't know if the person's still alive. They don't even know where the home went. And you can see the ABC News reporters actually scared to death while they were reporting on this storm. And you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see right in front of you. And the people around them were scared to death. So it's definitely a catastrophic situation, never seen before this far inland. And it's a serious situation. I just thought I would send my prayers. I send my prayers, I send love and best wishes, and if I could send help, believe me, I would. I donated here and there what I could to the last storms that happened. $5. I donated $1 when I could, and last time I tried to donate, when this previous storm hit, Walmart said you can donate. Well, then they wouldn't let me. Then their computer messed up, and they said, "Oh, well, it's not working right now." So, and then they didn't have the chance to do that afterwards. But what I can, I try to give and help. We don't have the money to give, but if we did, I would. And when we do, I try to help others. But I send my prayers and love to everyone, and hopefully the officials do what they need to do and what they're supposed to do, and all goes according to, well, hopefully all goes well as far as the help provided and given to those in need. Because this is an unprecedented situation and a very major storm. They said it's a monstrous storm. It is a monster. Nothing has ever been seen like it in the area, and for a storm to make it this far inland is unprecedented. And as you can see right there on the map, no one has ever seen anything like this reaching this far inland, as far as a storm like this, and all the conditions were perfect to form it. Everything collapsing, damage like crazy. 6,000 people in one area, in one town of Georgia, in Atlanta, are without power. No electricity there, and it's unprecedented. So they said when you talk about Atlanta, Georgia being without electricity, 6,000 people in Atlanta, and in Georgia being without electricity from a hurricane, they said that's unheard of, and it's happening. It's all over the news. I send my thoughts, my love, my prayers, and just hope for the best for everyone going through this. A lot of people couldn't afford to evacuate, and couldn't afford the travel. They couldn't afford to leave. They couldn't afford to leave their homes and where they were at. I mean, they're trying to do their best right now, And this is an unprecedented storm, to say the least. When you see the eye of a hurricane passing into Georgia, that's unprecedented. That is unprecedented. They said it still remains a hurricane, and it's hitting states that are not prepared for that kind of force. Atlanta, and the effects of the rain in Chattanooga. Right now you can see it on radar, the rain hitting Chattanooga. The storm itself is 509 miles north to south and 402 miles from east to west. A very, very, very big storm. So it's unprecedented for a storm to be a hurricane of a Category 3 and still moving into the state of Georgia and the border of Tennessee as it's a hurricane. So my prayers and love and thoughts, best wishes goes out to everyone dealing with this unprecedented storm. Stay as safe as possible, everyone. I'll bring you updates. Peace.